Now, today we're going to look at manage your Office 365 tenant or Microsoft 365 tenant. In this section, we're going to look at configure administrative roles in Microsoft 365, manage tenant health and services in Microsoft 365, deploy Microsoft 365 apps for enterprise, analyze your Microsoft 365 workplace data using Microsoft Viva Insights. So these are the topics mostly we're going to look at. Now, configuring administrative roles in Microsoft 365. So we have Microsoft 365 permission model, Microsoft 365 admin roles and best practices, assign admin roles to users, delegate admin roles to partners, manage permissions using administrative units in Azure AD, elevate privileges. These are the topics mostly we're going to look at from here. Now, Microsoft 365 permission model. Part of that, we have Microsoft 365. It provides several predefined administrator roles that you can assign to users in your organizations to ease administrative burden. The permissions model in Microsoft 365 on which administrator roles are based is referred to as a role-based access control, which is RBAC. Online service such as Exchange Online, SharePoint Online, they have their own permission model. There are other permission model. This is called RBAC. RBAC means role-based access control, such as global admin, billing admin, password admin, etc. These are the role we have, and each role they have different permissions model, and we can assign those permissions model to particular user or groups. So Microsoft 365 admin roles, security guidelines for assigning roles, only established 2 to 4 global admin, assign the least permission role, and require multi-factor authentication. Is saying that at least we should have 2 global administrator, 2 to 4. What is global administrator? Global administrator role is similar to Microsoft other products. We have administrators. That means they will have access to everything. For security reason, you can have 2 to 4 global admin. In case something happened, let's say one admin is not available, or maybe one admin account have some problem. At that time, another person, if they have the account, they'll be able to help out. And if you provide global admin access to everybody, they can perform all the tasks. That's why we have separation of tasks. We can assign the least permissions role. Let's say we can make, let's say someone want to just dealing with billing, we can assign them billing administrator permissions. Someone maybe looked at more on security side, compliance administrator, we can make them. Someone may be dealing with user help desk, maybe setting up their account, resetting their password. So we can provide help desk administrator permissions to those people. Password administrator, let's say one of the managers can reset the password for other users. So those managers, we can provide them, password administrator role. In this way, they'll be able to manage password for other people. In this way, different administrative role we have, and they can perform very specific task. That's what it says, least permissive role. In this way, it will be secure. And we can enable multi-factor authentications, which we have done already. Like when you set up the trial account, now you can see that you have to use the authenticator, or maybe you need to use SMS or phone calls. In this way, you'll be able to log into your portal. Now, assigning administrator role in Microsoft 365, administrator role assign specific administrative functions to users. So we have several roles, and based on the roles, we can assign them. Let's say global admin, global administrator, they will have access to everything. But let's say we have Exchange administrator, SharePoint administrator, security and compliance administrator, Teams administrator. So those administrators, they'll be able to perform very specific tasks. The global admin role includes all service admin roles, and not just the 4 shown in this example. There are many other roles they can have. Delegate admin roles to partners. If you don't have in-house administrators, you can delegate your administrations to a Microsoft partner. When you delegate administrations to a partner, they receive the ability to specify administration roles for your organizations when they create users on your behalf. Delegated administrators are restricted to the following 2 roles: full administrations, same privilege as global admin role; limited administrations, same privileges as the password admin role. Now manage permissions using administrative units in Azure Active Directory. So from Office 365 portal, we can manage these permissions, but from the Azure side, Azure side, we'll be able to manage that one as well. And administrative units in an Azure AD resources that can be a container for other AD resources. An administrative unit can contain only users, groups, devices. Administrative units restrict permissions in a role to any portions of your organizations that you define. So administrative units, groups, and device can be managed in Microsoft Intra Admin Center, which is Microsoft Azure AD. With PowerShell, we'll be able to manage. With Microsoft Graph API, we'll be able to manage. API is Application Programming Interface. Users can also be managed in those 3 resources plus Microsoft 365 Admin Center. So all these options we're going to look at as well. Now, administrative units, we have schools of business, schools of engineering, security team, executive team. In this way, we can separate. And under school of business, maybe we have some groups like user admin, groups admin, license admin, help desk admin, etc. It can be useful to restrict administrative scope by using administrative units in organizations that are made up of independent divisions. In this diagram, a university is made up of many autonomous schools. Each school has a team of IT admins who control access, manage users, and set policies for their school. So this is one of the example we have. Now, elevate privileges using Azure AD Privileged Identity Management. Azure AD Privileged Identity Management enables you to manage, control, and monitor access within your organization. Azure AD Privileged Identity Management helps your organizations see which users are assigned privileged roles to manage Azure resources, as well as which users are assigned administrative roles in Azure AD. So Azure AD Privileged Identity Management, from there, we'll be able to actually check all these stuffs. Enable on-demand, just-in-time administrative access to Microsoft Online Services. See a history of administrator activations, including changes made. Get alerts about changes in your administrator assignments. Require approval. That means, let's say you are a regular user, you want to manage something, manage some particular area, you want to do some administrative task. So we can provide you that access for a particular period of time. With the privilege identity management, we have that options. Maybe regular users, they want to perform some admin tasks, so we can provide them, access for a particular period of time. Let's say for 6 hours or 12 hours or 1 day or 2 days, we can provide access to them. Also, we can set up in such a way that when they want to access, they need to get approval. And review memberships of administrative roles. So these things also will be able to review from this Azure AD Privilege Identity Management, or we call it Azure AD Team P means privileged identity management. So examine best practices when configuring administrative roles. So manage to least privilege, grant your administrators exactly the permissions they need to do their job. By limiting roles and scopes, you limit the resources at risk. Use privileged identity management to grant just-in-time access. PIM only grants access for a specific period of time. It removes access when the time frame expires. So turn on MFA for all administrated accounts. That means users have a 99.9% less likely chance of becoming compromised if they use MFA. So that means if someone tries to log into your account, it will not be possible because they need to get code from your authenticator. Configure recurring access reviews to revoke unneeded permissions over the time. So that means organizations should regularly audit their administrators to ensure only the right people have continued access. Limit the number of global admin less than 5. So in this way, you'll have a permissions level, but only few people will have global admin permissions. And if, in case anything happens, they can help each other. Or if someone is not available, then other admin can help over there. Use groups for Azure AD role assignments and delegate the role assignment. Consider assigning roles to Azure AD groups instead of individual users. Use cloud native accounts for Azure AD roles. Avoid using the on-premises synced accounts for Azure AD role assignments. Compromised on-premises accounts can compromise Azure AD resources. So this module, pretty much you're going to look at Microsoft 365 permission model, Microsoft 365 roles, best practice, delegate admin roles to partners and PIM. Elevate privileges using Microsoft Azure AD PIM. So if you'd like to see the roles, we'll go to our admin center. So if you want to check it out, you can also log into admin center. Same like yesterday, you go to Office 365 login, and in this way you'll be able to log in. Once you log in, then go to admin center. Once you go to admin center, then we have many different roles. Usually when you go to active user, over there, let's say we have one of the users, so we go to that user. After that, this is, you can see that normal user, role 6, no administrator access. But we can manage roles. Click on manage roles, and then we'll see the list of roles we have. So this is the admin center access. Maybe we can say, okay, this person, we're going to make him user administrator. User administrator means reset user password, create and manage users and groups, including filters, manages service request, and monitor service health. Okay, you select that one, or any of this role you can select. And then there are more roles we have. Device, identity, global admin. You can see hundreds of roles we have. Billing admin, Microsoft hardware warranty specialist. So a lot of different set of groups we have, but based on our requirements, you can select those groups. But at the moment, we click Save Changes. Now, this user will have access to user administrator role. That means this user will be able to perform tasks around that areas. So in this way, global admin got the highest privileges. The global admin can do pretty much everything. So if you'd like to provide any roles to someone, you can work from here. Now, if you'd like to see a bit more details around Active Directory side, if I go down, we go to show all, we can see the admin centers. Under the admin centers, we have identity. We click on identity and it will take us to that locations. So it is actually taking us to Microsoft Entra Admin Center in here. So this is similar to Azure AD, but currently they have a new name, entra.microsoft.com. In here we have users. You can see all the users we have in here as well, but it has a different view. If you want to create user from here, you can create new user, or you can invite external user, that means guest user. Or if anything happened, like let's say user password need to change, you can change from here. Any user you take or go inside, and you can do reset password from here. In this way, you can reset the password for particular user. So it has another view. You can do this one from this Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Also, you can do from here as well. And in here we have groups. I'll click on all groups. There are some default groups. We have sales, users, managers, and some default group like Azure, ATP, Zontoso, administrators, users, and viewers. 3 different groups automatically created. And you can see those groups, they are security groups. If you create any groups in here, usually we create security group in here, but you can create Microsoft 365 group as well. So you can manage user groups from that portal or from here as well. Yeah. Then you can go to roles and admins. In here, I can click on roles and admins. All the roles we have, like administrator, application administrator, developer, attribute, assignment reader, Azure AD joint device local admin, many of them, the directory writers, domain name administrator, exchange administrator, global admin, fabric admin, printer administrator. So we can see that we have many roles. So each roles we can configure, we can assign these roles to particular user. For example, application administrator. Many different way you can assign. You can open that role. After that, you can see this person got access over there. If I say add assignment, I can bring another user and I can provide. See, the no member selected, so I'm going to select one member. For example, Amit, so and select. So this person will be now part of this group. Click next. And in here, you can provide access for a particular period of time. Let's say you can active permanent, or if you untick permanent, let's say from 1st of August to 28th of August, for example. Please provide justifications. So this is business requirements. In this way, this is for, let's say, or we can provide only for that period of time, 2nd of August, like for almost 24 hours, you can provide access. And click assign. So it's done. So in this way, let's say, again, I show you, you go to roles and admins, and you can see all the roles. After that, you pick up any of the roles like exchange admin. After that, you can add assignment. So when you add assignment, then you pick up member. No member selected, but I'm going to add another member. Maybe this Jonathan, for example, and select. And this person will be exchange administrator. So click next. And for how long? Active. So you can to provide active for a particular period of time. Let's say from 1st of August to, let's say, 2nd of August 2023 business requirements. Yeah. Okay. 1st of August to 2nd of August business requirements. We assign this person. In this way, we can assign a particular role to particular person. Again, add assignment, or you go to roles again. Let's say, for example, global admin. Global admin, pretty much they can do everything. So I'll go to global admin, add assignment. So currently no members, but I'm going to provide access to, let's say, Jonathan and Mitchell, both of you. Select next, activate, and for a particular period of time, let's say, so today until, let's say, 9 o'clock, for example. Very specific. From for 3 hours, you can provide access. Like I said, this is also business requirement and assign. And if I want to remove anybody, I can remove from here as well. But you can see that how many active assignments we have. We can see 3 people, they are active for this global admin role. So in this way, pretty much we can manage the users. Yeah, and this is pretty much, you can time-based access you can provide, part of privilege identity management. Privilege identity management, if I click over there, I can see that my roles or active assignments, global admin, this is about my roles. I can see there's no expiry date. So team around that area, we're going to do more work, but pretty much these are the things you can do. So again, you can use Microsoft 365 Admin Center to perform many tasks, but some of the tasks, if you want to perform, you need to go to identity. Once you click on identity, it will take you to this Microsoft Intra Admin Center, and these are the steps you'll be able to do. You can manage many aspects of identity from here, but it has billing, settings, protections, identity governance, and many other stuffs we have. Now, manage tenant health and services in Microsoft 365. So this module, we're going to look at monitor the health of your Microsoft 365 services, monitor tenant health using Microsoft 365 adoption score or usage analytics, develop an incident response plan, request assistance from Microsoft, monitor the health of your Microsoft 365 services. You can access service health page in the Microsoft 365 Admin Center. Each online service health will display one of the following status: investigating service degradations, service interruptions, right? So we have many categories. Microsoft 365 health dashboard displays critical alerts like any issues requiring attention. Service health and usage, current service health status of Microsoft 365 apps and services owned by the organization. Recommend actions, so suggestions on what you can do to improve your organization's health in the following areas, like activate multi-factor authentications, enable monthly updates for Office, share OneDrive training, share OneDrive training as well. So we're going to look at health, and we're going to analyze these stuffs as well. So monitor tenant health using Microsoft 365 Adoption Score. Adoption Score provides insights about how an organization use Microsoft 365 and technology experience that support it. This score provides metrics, insights, and recommendations in 2 areas: people experience and technology experience. Kind of people experience means it quantifies how the organization works using the following 365 categories: content, collaborations, mobility, communications, meetings, and teamwork. Technology experience quantifies how the organization uses the following technology categories: endpoint analytics, Microsoft 365, apps health, and network connectivity. Now, an organization's adoption score is based on combined scores of its people and technology experience categories. There are 8 categories, and each worth 100 points. So the highest possible adoption score will be 800. Score categories provide 28 and 180 days views of the key activities plus metrics. This is kind of like they try to create some score just to visualize that how people they are experiencing and how the technology is performing in terms of Office 365. Monitor tenant health using Microsoft 365 usage analytics. Along with Microsoft 365 adoption score, organizations can also monitor their tenant health by using Microsoft 365 usage analytics. Usage analytics enables organizations to visualize and analyze Microsoft 365 usage data, create custom report, share insights throughout the company, gain insights into how specific regions or departments are using Microsoft 365. So these are the things you can do. Data is available in the Microsoft 365 activity report for last 7 days, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days. And data is available in the Microsoft Power BI template on a monthly basis for up to 12 months. Also from that, we can create incident management response. You should perform the following steps to develop an incident response plan. Validate the incident and confirm that your environment is affected. Determine whether the incident is relevant to your company. Review for timeline checks once the relevancy and degradations have been established. Develop a backup solutions in case the service is degraded for longer than expected time frame. So some of the service, sometimes they get affected, but we can create incident response plan as well. Yeah, so pretty much if something happened, you need to have your own backup plan and see like whether it's affecting your service or not. Single services can be degraded depending on the tenant locations. Maybe you can see the Exchange Online may be affected in EU, but it's not affected in US. US is everything is okay. And sometimes in some context, we can get help from Microsoft. Microsoft support provides global technical pre-sales, billing, and subscription support with every Microsoft 365 subscription. Support is available online through the Microsoft 365 portal and by telephone for both paid and trial subscriptions. Technical support for Microsoft 365 subscriptions aids with basic installation, setup, and general technical usage. And there's many different severity level, and based on that, we can get help from Microsoft. Let's say severity A, B, or C. B is critical, then high, then non-critical. So Microsoft, they assign this severity level, and based on that, they're going to monitor this stuff. So let's have a look this monitoring part. If you go to our admin center, over there we have report. There's two things we have. One is adoption score and usage. At first, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look adoption. So currently we have only 2% because not much things happened. Not much communications, bit of communications happened. No people using Microsoft Teams for online meetings. Yeah, there's not much activity going on, but we can see overall score at the moment is 2%. All available actions encourage people to create files in SharePoint. This is kind of like some recommendations we have. Manage users, organizations message, we don't have anything. People experience 5 out of 300 points. Points means there are many activity and tasks. If you complete, then those points will be fulfilled. And in this way, your point will go high as well. Your total adoption is score, people experience, technology experience. There's not much things happen. So we do not have enough data at the moment. But let's have a look usage. I click on usage. You can see this active users. Active users means who logged in, logged out. Yeah, one active users pretty much. We have 2 files stored, no data for Exchange, Microsoft browser, Microsoft Teams. So currently we do not have much activity. We have like licenses, but we do not have much activities. We have OneDrive, but if we use, then we can see the account, files access, storage, we'll be able to see all the details. Okay. So these are the usage. So if you'd like to see details about usage, pretty much you can do from here. So this is you go to reports, under that you have adoption score and usage. Then you have the health dashboard. Under the health, we have many stuffs. SharePoint health is okay, but could not get the data. Microsoft Teams 1 incident, 3 advisories. EMR is healthy, but Exchange 8 advisory. View all in service health. This is kind of from Microsoft side. Let's say some users may be unable to join external meetings as a guest using Microsoft Teams web client. This is one of the incident happened, and we can see with details. In July 31, it's happened. This is the idea of this incident. If I click here, then probably I get bit more details, informations about that. Actually, what happened from Edge, tier 293 version, Safari, Firefox. These are the browser. If someone using, they will be affected. So you can see the details, informations about the incident. So you can check by date, like July, August. So these are the things actually happen. And overall, if you go down and see Microsoft Service Health, so if something is healthy, you don't have to do anything. But let's say Microsoft Teams have some issues. Click over there. Okay, you can see that one incident is there, 3 advisories is there as well. So if you see, like, some users, they cannot access their Teams or email or something happen, at first you should check in here, see any any issues from the Microsoft side or not. Then you do other things. Because if something happened from Microsoft side, and if you try to troubleshoot and try to fix, it will never work. And if you'd like to report any issues to Microsoft, you can report an issue from here. Then issue history, we have reported issues, we have. Then message center, we have. Let's say message centers, like if some updates, it will give you a high level overview of planned changes or how it may affect your users. So from Microsoft side, they can say that Microsoft Intune development for August is now available. They provide some information from Microsoft side. Adding apps to EMR, Microsoft Teams shared device license on mobile app, Twitter web part retirement. So these are the stuffs we have. Yeah, other things, product feedback, Microsoft network connectivity, which this is all Microsoft informations. This portal informations and Microsoft information. Software updates, get secure, Microsoft 365 app update. Currently no data available. Get started with Windows update for business report. So pretty much these are the 2 things important, reports and health. These are the 2 things they are important. In this way, we can monitor, we can see what's going on with our portal, any issues there or not, or any user they having problem or not. Those things we can verify, and also we can verify if any issues related with Microsoft sites or not. And based on that, we can troubleshoot the issues.